So this is the first of, we'll see how many, but I've been asked to blog, I've been asked to say some things, and I've had a post for Facebook brewing for a few weeks, let's say. And a word has come to me, the word before. Before I tell Facebook, before this happened, before before I could go through with starting a weight loss journey, before I could be ready. And everything I want to say talks about the word before. And with the hustle and bustle of Thanksgiving and coming back and my son up there turning 21, I haven't been reading. I haven't been reading any of my spiritual books. I haven't been reading the Bible. I haven't been doing any of that. And so this morning before work, I decided to pick up a couple books that were speaking to me and just see if that could help me get focused and get in the right mindset. So the first book that I opened is Praying the Names of God. I got this in October on a girls' trip. And the first word of God, the first name of God that we were learning about in this book is Elohim, God the mighty creator. And it talks about before the world. And I was like, before the struggle, before the struggle of weight, before the troubles that caused the weight, before childhood, before me, there was God. And he created this beautiful world for us to love and enjoy and love each other in. And this devotional took us through the first chapter of creation. And there were a couple things that stuck out that I was like, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna vlog about it, whatever. I'm gonna talk about it. And I don't put my face on the screen too often unless it's a selfie. Maybe eventually I'll get more fancy, but it says pray a passage with God's name. And this is a passage in Psalms where David was praying, and it says, "O Elohim, you are my Elohim. At dawn I search for you. My soul thirsts for you. My body longs for you in a dry, parched land where there is no water. So I look for you in the holy place to see your power and your glory. My lips will praise you because your mercy is better than life itself. So I will thank you as long as I live. I will lift up my hands to pray your name." And as I think about the land where I live, which I'm now in Florida, and I came from Indiana, I was in a dry and thirsty place there. Spiritually, even physically, the land in Florida, living close to the beach and living near beautiful waters and knowing that my soul needs water. And so just to be able to be back in Florida and be close to that, I've known that this is the land where I thrive, and this is the land where God meets me and brings me to bring me back to peace, to bring me back to him. And so as I prayed that, I smiled inside and said, this is where I meet you, where I need you, where you bring me near still waters. And I turned the page, and there's another question, devotional question. And then it says promises from Elohim. Remember, and this is Genesis 28:15. Remember, I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. I will also bring you back to this land because I will not leave you until I do what I have promised you. He has promised us. He has promised us a life with him of peace and abundance and joy and the bringing back to this land. This book was not written about Mindy moving to Florida in 2023, but he brought me back to this land where he could meet me and fulfill the promises. And when I said before this, before weight loss, before this struggle with weight and the hustle and bustle, I had weight loss surgery 2 weeks ago, Monday. And I've thought about it, and I hadn't announced it, so here's the announcement. Because it wasn't time, because it wasn't, to me, I didn't want to hear any thoughts. I wasn't ready to share any journey. It was something that I needed to do for me. It was completely for me. It's not about the scale. It's not about doctors telling me I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have cholesterol. I have situations and problems with food. And I have worked with therapists, wonderful therapists, to help me get to a place emotionally where I'm not depending on food to have joy and to have comfort, that I can find warmth and love within myself if I'm not getting it from somewhere else. And now I'm currently working through a bad relationship with food and how not to have moral thoughts about food. There's no moral feelings tied to food. Guilt, excitement. Oh yeah, I guess you could be excited and satisfied, but I'm still learning. And if this continues, then you can learn along with me. But before all that, God had a plan. And before all that, I had to get to this place, this promised place of still waters, still mind, to be able to meet him and he could meet me where I'm at, to find this peace and this joy. So that's a little bit of sharing, and maybe if it brings you hope, I want to bring you hope and comfort that God has a plan and he has a promise. And before your circumstance, he was there. And he designed a beautiful place for you to be and a beautiful life for you to live. So I hope you have a good day.